We are tackling the topic yet again of the whole situation going on in East Haven. Radio host Lisa Wexler is joining us now to share her opinions, and she's on the radio, so you've probably been getting a lot of calls coming in.
There's a lot of interest in this story.
Right. There's a Facebook page asking Mayor Maturo to resign. There's a petition saying that the police chief should step down, and he might. There's going to be a news conference later on, so what do you hear?
Well, I think that Joseph Maturo has to resign.
Yeah.
And I think he has to resign because he has trivialized the seriousness of this for the community. And that's the bottom line. When you're the mayor, it's not about an isolated taco remark. Let's put it in context. This is a mayor who rehired a police chief who was under investigation for racial profiling and harassing of his citizens. So he already was making a statement to the city. By putting him back in, he was saying, I have confidence in this guy. He's a good guy. He's my friend. When you make a taco remark after the front page of the New York Times has announced a major indictment of 4 of your officers. This is a small town. 4 officers is a large proportion of their police. And you say, I'm going to go and have tacos with them as a way to make them feel better. It's condescending, it's patronizing, it's trivializing. It doesn't grasp the seriousness of an offense where 1/10 of a city feels it's being harassed by a police chief and by a police force.
You're looking at the mayor there. The Hartford Courant has a great article talking about it was back in 1998 that Len Gallo was the police chief, Joseph Maturo was the mayor, and the department was in the middle of race relation problems back then. And so now here we are. You fast forward to 2012 and we've got the same situation. And we were talking at the break that Mayor April Capone got voted out of office because she didn't take a strong enough stand in support of the police department when she was mayor. She only lost by, I think, a few dozen votes. She put Chief Gallo on administrative leave. So they vote her out. They vote Mayor Maturo back in.
And he puts the police chief back in.
And now we're in this situation here where it just does not look good for both of them.
No, and then Maturo was trying to create an actual response as opposed to I'll have dinner with you and I'll have some tacos.
Right.
So he was supposed to appoint a committee of 9 in order to deal with minority issues in the town. He only appointed 1 Latino to that committee, and he's being criticized because the Latino is of Puerto Rican descent. Everyone knows that Puerto Ricans have complete legal ability to be here. They're the closest. They are U.S. citizens, even though Puerto Rico is an state. They are U.S. citizens. So their experience cannot even relate to the Ecuadorian community that feels harassed because they're constantly being investigated as to whether or not they're here legally. And he had a defensive response to the mayor about it. He said, well, how am I supposed to know what kind of Latino, dark or light? Who would you like to pick from me? In other words, there's a purposeful, willful insensitivity to the issue.
Yeah.
And police brutality, Logan, is a real thing.
Anthony DiLorenzo has been reporting that Chief Leonard Gallo has moved out of the office. There's nothing there. We're awaiting this news conference. If you think Police Chief Gallo steps down, will that save Mayor Maturo from stepping down, or does he also have to go?
I think he has to go. He seems to be part of this culture of corruption and insensitivity, and what the priest was getting at when he was arrested, because this originated with a priest who reported on this harassment, on profiling. Then he was arrested. And then he decided, I can't get any relief in the East Haven Police Department. I'm going to have to go to the feds. What it reveals is a consistent pattern of disregard of 1/10 of the community. I think it's unacceptable. He has to resign.
Is there a way that either of these gentlemen can somehow save this? Can they say anything? Can they do anything?
I think it's irrelevant whether they can save it or not.
Yeah.
I think the law is going to do what the law is going to do. The investigation has to continue, and people have to feel like their police force is even-handed in terms of its justice.
Always good to see you, Lisa.
Thanks, Logan.
You can listen to Lisa Wexler.
You can.
From 4 to 6, you're on WFAS.
WFAS. If you're traveling through the Westchester, Lower Connecticut region, it's 12:30 on the dial every day from 4 to 6 p.m.
LisaWexler.com.
Thanks.